This first poem I'm going to do is about the misconceptions of the west and south sides of Chicago and my experience. It's called I Apologize.
Okay.
Not growing up on the south or west side, I heard stories making it sound as violent as the Congo. Often I preach of not making judgments of others, but I did. I was that suburban folk grabbing their purses when they saw that black kid. I'm sorry. I was hearing words that were painting pictures as violently as soldiers arriving on the beaches of Normandy, along with watching 24-hour TV circuits connecting the bullets of the Columbine shooters in my head. I never digested the right point of view because I stayed inside my own box of right angles, never seeing angels of love that can exist in other triangles. I'm sorry. I should have known that anywhere can be dangerous. But when all you hear is don't go there, it puts a stamp on your brain, a note on that letter saying return to sender. I am sorry. I'm writing these letters, welding words to a page, hoping that it will hemorrhage into your hearts, showing sincere emotion of apology. I'm building 100 Sistine chapels and painting them too, covering up the cracks that I made. I'm hoping that it will jumpstart this healing, defibrillating hearts when they flatline. I'm sorry, but at least I'm willing to admit that I'm wrong, which is more than what I can say for our country. America talking but not walking the talk about a fair day in court. Lawyers aren't reporting. Prisons won't even be transporting. Where is freedom when society's geographically engraved with tariffs that are astronomically high, I ask you? Enforced by a sheriff named Ignorance, we're parching our dry palates with the breast milk of segregation, and we turned away from King's dream of diversification. So really, this poem should be titled, We're Sorry. But unfortunately, I cannot apologize for the ills of others, so I'm sorry. That's that piece, y'all. So I got a question. How many artists do we have? Singers, dancers, instrument players. How many? Every one of you, if you have some sort of artistic performance talent, you can save lives in Chicago. The violence in the city is ridiculously high, and there's no excuse with how much talent Chicago has. This next piece is called 4 It combines my real life experiences, some people that were taken from me, from the violence in Chicago to families killing each other off. So it's called 4. I've lost 4 friends in 4 years. 2 murdered and 2 by drugs. But if you knew me, if you knew where I grew up, you would say that this would never have happened to a kid of my background. I want to let you know that it has. I want you to know that I'm just as tired of losing loved ones as people are in dangerous parts of the city. I'm tired of finding out by Facebook, and I'm tired of these sad emotions eating up my day, being the only thing I can think of for weeks, occupying my mind like tombstones occupy graveyards. Wooden caskets come from trees. Wood tells stories that we can't read, and questions that will never be answered. This same idea applies, just transfer it to those on that fateful night when the Grim Reaper appeared as a stepfather, a fellow teenager, or that shit you bought in a bag. Slashing their hearts, thinking he only took one, but he took way more, and left me with questions of what could have been done, like why at this age of 21 do I have experiences matching with war veterans? I don't buy this fucking answer that everything happens for a reason. Young people dying is not a product on a shelf that's for sale, and I see no value in death.
Come on, Ted.
So, I don't see how this is part of God's plan, since what God has a stepfather who was let out of jail after killing his first wife by stabbing her 28 times, only to remarry a second family and kill his bright son with his son's Civil War gun collection. Since what God has a kid who who inspires everyone around him, only to have him be stabbed off the Belmont line after a party let out.
Come on.
I'm 21 and at a 4-4 count. Walking this path is not easy. I'm 21 and at a 4-4 count. I know my life will go on and times will get better. I just wanted to point out I'm 21 and I'm at a 4-4 count. Thank you.